everyone, my name is Jay and for today's video I'm going to share my January favorites as well as my book wrap-up. I really miss doing favorites videos because these are always the ones that I look forward to watching because I always find new products to try out, so here we go. I only have one fashion favorite and this has kind of been my fashion favorite for all of like the colder months here in California. And it is this Peter Pan beanie, or a Neverland beanie, from Who's Its and What's Its. So if you've never heard of Who's Its and What's Its, they are an online store that makes like a bunch of Disney related items that are like subtle and more oriented towards adults instead of like kids, kind of. They are like really cute, really simple, and like they make references to like bands, and like it's really cool. And this is just one of my favorite things that I picked up from there. I will leave a link to their website down below so you can check them out because they are amazing. The first artist I have been loving is Bridgit Mendler. She released an album a couple years ago. She was a Disney Channel star from Good Luck Charlie, and she released music while she was under Disney Channel, and I love that album. And then she hadn't released like a new album in a while, and then she recently released a new EP and I am obsessed. Atlantis and Do You Miss Me At All are my two favorites from her EP, and I highly suggest you check them out. They definitely have a different vibe from what you kind of listen to. At first I thought it was kind of weird, and then I started to like really like it, and it would get stuck in my head, so check it out. Next is Gabrielle Aplin. I adore her. I use her whenever I write. I always listen to her first album. Her second album I didn't like. It was a kind of a darker departure from her first album, which is why I didn't like it. I really like listening to like lighter and more lyric oriented singer-songwriter kind of songs when I am writing, and that is why I really liked her first one. But she recently released a new EP as well, and I am obsessed. They are really beautiful songs. Miss You and Night Bus are my two favorites from the EP, and I can't wait for her new album. Speaking of people who also released new music, Ed Sheeran. What? I have been waiting for so long for new Ed Sheeran songs. He keeps us waiting too long. I did like an album review for his second album, Multiply, and I can't wait to do one for Divide. It comes out in March. I am so excited. But Shape of You and Castle on a Hill have been playing non-stop in my car, and I love it. Oh, I'm so excited for his new album. And the last thing in music that I have also been listening to non-stop is the La La Land soundtrack. Prior to watching La La Land, Hamilton had been playing non-stop in my car. Non-stop. And the only reason that I stopped playing Hamilton was because La La Land came into my life, and that has been playing non-stop. Like the same 4 or 5 songs have been playing non-stop in my car, just on repeat over and over again. I adore the music so much. I blame my friend for getting me into New Girl. I can't stop. So we were talking about TV shows and she was like, oh, you will really like New Girl. And I was like, I don't know. I wasn't really planning on ever watching it. And then I needed a new show to watch, and then I clicked on New Girl on Netflix, and now I am on season 3. Oops. You probably already know what my favorite movie is. La La Land. What? I would just like to say that I have been excited about La La Land ever since I found out about it. And it was before all the pictures started coming out. It was still like in pre-production, and I don't know what I was doing. I think I was looking up like Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling, one of them, on Wikipedia, and then I was like, oh, La La Land, what's this? And I looked it up, and it was like, oh, they're gonna star in this musical together, and my mind was just like, because something about Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling is just amazing when they are together. There is magic and such chemistry on screen, and I adore them so much that I followed the entire thing while it was through like pre-production, production, post-production, blah blah, all of that, and I was so excited to watch it. And then I didn't watch it in December, and then I finally got a chance to watch it in January, and I am in love. I talk about it for way too long in this video, sorry. I was gonna make like a whole movie review, but I think it's too late now because a lot of people have already watched it, so whatever. I love the movie. Do I think that it deserves the Oscar for Best Movie? Probably not. Sorry. There are a lot of things wrong with it, but there are a lot of things that are so good with it. So cinematography wise, I think it is marvelous and the music's pretty. Did I think City of Stars deserve a Golden Globe? Probably not. Do I think it deserves an Oscar? Probably not. But the music, the score is beautiful. The costumes, cinematography, all amazing. So yeah, that was my short little movie review. I love La La Land. This has been a recent favorite, but I feel like I need to add it because I love all of their products anyway, so I need to show it to everyone so that you can try other products as well. And it is from Califia Farms, and it is their Nitro Cold Brew. This is, I think, a relatively new item because my cousin tried it in the last couple of months, and I hadn't seen it in Target before that. So they have like cold brews now at Target. They have this Nitro Cold Brew. This is the New Orleans flavored one. They also have a mocha one, which I probably won't try because I'm not a big fan of mocha, but this one is so good. So it is a Nitro Cold Brew with almond milk, and the bottle is really, really cool, and I kind of want to keep the bottle that I have been drinking. I bought another one because it's amazing. I love Califia Farms. They make the best coffees and almond milk and juices, so check them out. Okay, so if you don't know, I have a Disneyland annual pass. I have a food and travel channel where I show pretty much all my adventures at Disneyland, so check it out. I'll leave it in the description down below. But we recently saw these at the store there, and I am obsessed. Ooh. Are these VHS tapes? No, they're not. They're notebooks. Oh my gosh. So right now they have 3 that they have created. The Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, and then the Lion King. I don't really like Lion King, so I'm probably not going to buy it. But these are super cool because like they are in like the design of a VHS tape. They even have like the description and stuff in the back. And then when you open it, it is the coolest. And they're like, oh my god, I'm so obsessed. And then the back is like the back of the VHS tape. I grew up watching VHS tapes, which is just, oh my god, I can't even believe that they're making these. Total nostalgia points go out to Disneyland because these are amazing. And I hope that they create more because I can't wait to buy pretty much all of them. These are the coolest things. And my new favorite is my camera that I am recording this on. It is the Sony Alpha 5000, I believe. And I have been looking to upgrade my camera for a really long time because if I'm really getting into the YouTube game seriously, I really want a nice camera. This is what I can afford right now. And it's cool because it kind of acts as a DSLR, but it's tinier and like the screen flips up and it's super cool. So I'm really excited. I'm still trying to figure out all of like the settings on this to make all of the colors look nice, but I'm just really excited that I have this new camera. My old camera has been kind of wonky recently anyways, so I'm really excited I have this. Moving on to the book wrap-up portion. Again, my goal for this year is to read 50 books, and that pretty much means reading 4 books every month to kind of meet my goal. That didn't happen this month because the book that I'm reading right now is insanely boring, but I'm hoping it gets good, kind of thing. Okay, so the first book I read was Beautiful Creatures by Cami Garcia and Margaret Stoll. I did watch the movie prior to reading the book because the movie was on and I just decided to watch it. Okay, the beginning portion of this book was like really good. I was all into it. I really love the voice of the character. Oh, I didn't even explain what it's about. So it is about this like small town in the South. Ethan is the guy, the main protagonist, and he is the one that leads us through the story. It is in his point of view. and this new girl comes into town, and she is kind of weird, and everyone is just kind of stays away from her or makes fun of her because they think that like her family is weird as well, and there's like magic and evil stuff and things like that. This is a supernatural read that I feel like I would have really enjoyed when I was like really into the supernatural stuff. So when I was reading Twilight, when I was reading all of the L.J. Smith books. I'm still into that, but I am a lot more picky because I have read so many that a lot of them just kind of blend together. So I've just kind of been pickier with the ones that I actually like. I was all into this through like 3/4 of it, I want to say. The last half or so, or the last 1/4 of the book, just felt like it dragged on for too long. I really wish that this book was a lot shorter because, I don't know, there was just something about it that I was just like, okay, let's pick up the pace here. If you have read this book before, please let me know if I should continue reading the other ones, if it does get any better. Because right now I probably won't because of the stack of books I have to read in my corner. And the last book I read in January was Hopeless by Colleen Hoover. I have never disliked a Colleen Hoover book, and I am so disappointed in this one because all of them have been so good, and then I could not get through this one. So it's about this girl named Sky, and she has a promiscuous reputation. She's been homeschooled for her entire life, and then in high school she decides to go into like a public high school, and there she meets Holder, who is this kind of bad boy as well, and they start to form a relationship together. This has been the most ungenuine, not genuine characters and dialogue that I have ever experienced in a Colleen Hoover book. Do her other books get cheesy sometimes? Yes, but I feel like the way she tells the story and the way she flows with her dialogue and the way the whole story unfolds, the cheesiness becomes okay. I am okay with how corny some of the lines are because it ends up working. It ends up being truthful and genuine, but I don't know what was up with these characters, but they just did not work. I am so sorry to all of the Colleen Hoover fans. If it makes you feel any better, I have liked every single book that I've read from her so far. Can you see it up here? Okay, I have read like 4 books. They're over here. And this one was just not good. And there's always a like twist in every Colleen Hoover book, and by the time the twist came into the book, it got a little bit better, but at the same time, I didn't like how they handled it as much either. And there's a lot of like secretive, kind of hidden, cryptic kind of things happening in the first half of the book because it has to lead to the twist in the second half. And by the time the twist came, I was like, man, what is up? I'm so tired of all the cryptic things. I just want to know what happens. It's not even suspenseful anymore. I'm just sick of it. So yeah, if you are starting with Colleen Hoover, these are all new adult books, by the way, so it's catered more towards like 18 and over. I would not suggest starting out with this book because it might sour your impression of the author, so don't read this one. Alright, so that is it for today's video. This video has been going on for way too long. If you have tried any of the things that I mentioned here, please let me know. I will also start leaving links to all of these things down below, or as many of them that I can find, just so you can check them out for yourself. Alright everyone, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time with a brand new video. Bye!